Good afternoon, class. This is your instructor, Mr. Tinajero. I want to apologize for this being turned to an online course. I know it's not what we signed up for, but we have to do what we can in these times. So I just wanted to give you a quick breakdown and walkthrough in how to navigate the Canvas course and the expectations coming into the following weeks. I'll continue to load or upload more of these videos as we progress. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. So here is your home screen. This is what you look at when you get into the course, right? So in order to access the things we're going to need to access, you want to click on modules. Click on modules and you'll see the first one, introduce yourself. But then you see I've added a few more, module 2, module 3, and they're designated by the weeks of the calendar in the syllabus. So go ahead and check the syllabus to make sure that you correspond and they match up with those weeks so that you know what you should be reading and what the responses are going to be to those, right? So you'll notice for this week, week 9, we have journal response 13 and 14. Very straightforward, not a lot. I'll go ahead and make another video and we'll discuss kind of like the prep and refresh your memory as far as essay structure and things like that when we're getting ready for the CEE. But next week is where we're going to have a lot more to work towards, because that's going to be when I assign the CEE. Okay, so don't stress. Let's just go ahead and take a look at it for now. So for this week, all we have are general responses 13, and it says the chapter, so you should have read chapter 8 and you should be responding in here. So just go ahead and type your reply in the reply section for that chapter. Okay, it's gonna be chapter 8. You don't have to put your name. It's going to tell me your name as soon as you post, but go ahead and be as descriptive about the chapter and try to use a quote, integrate a quote from that chapter and say, here's one thing that I really liked about it. Use a quote and do the things we talked about in class, such as analyze it or summarize it. What is it trying to say? What is the author trying to say in that quote? And then go ahead and analyze it. Why do you think that's important or significant to your understanding of writing an essay, etc. And so you're going to do that for journal response 13 and 14. That's really all that's going to be due this week. But let's go ahead and go back to the modules, because I want to show you that the course material has been shifted to the bottom and you can access it there. But both the spring syllabus and a new spring April calendar have been added. You should be checking those daily. Now I know that's more than we meet in class, but the expectation here is that since it's online, you're going to have to make sure to check daily and look at those things to make sure that you're not missing on anything or any sort of announcement or any video updates that I might be posting. Okay, so go ahead and see. Here's the syllabus. You can tell that it's pretty much the same old through here. I haven't changed anything for the first couple weeks, but you'll notice that as soon as we hit the spring break, I've extended it from March 16th to March 27th, which of course we didn't have class during the weekend, until March 30th. That's today. And you'll see it's been marked appropriately week 9 through week 10, week 11, week 12, week 13, week 14. So we only have 14 weeks now. Usually it's 15 weeks, but since we lost one to the extended spring break due to the coronavirus, we want to make sure that we're getting everything in there. That means everything that was put in an additional week has been spread out through the other course, through the other weeks. So we're going to have to work really hard to make sure we get everything done. But it's all laid out here. I've expressed what chapters you should be reading and the assigned. Remember, the date that they're assigned means that the response the next class period posted is in response to that assigned reading. But again, I'll keep it posted in the module so that you know which journal you're supposed to be reading for what response number. Okay, so it's all straightforward as much as possible. I know I wish I was in class to be able to show you this in person, but hopefully this video helps. Now, if there's any more questions, I just want to point out that we've brought in the Zoom app, and so you can go ahead and use Zoom to contact me. Now I'll be using it on the phone because I don't have a webcam or anything like that, but these are only for video appointments. That means a conference. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, we can go ahead and set up a Zoom meeting, but all meetings must be made in 24 hours advance notice, so you can't just jump in there and expect me to be available. And also, I'm only making appointments for meetings Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So that's plenty of time. If you need to talk to me at any point in time in there, again, give me 24 hours notice and then we can schedule that meeting and I'll make myself available in that time. So that's pretty much it for that. Check your announcements regularly. I'm going to be using them more often. And as you'll notice, um, I have posted again information that I'm giving you in a walkthrough here, but I want to make sure that you're there. Please reply to any announcements that I post from now on, so that way I know who is reading them and who isn't, and I can make the adjustments to try and contact those people that are not reading the posts and announcements. Okay, so that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, again, feel free to message me on Canvas or send me a message through Remind. Try not to email me. It generally takes me a lot longer to respond to email, so Canvas or Reminds only, and that's going to be it. So I hope for the best. If you have any questions, again, I'll make myself available. Thanks.